Hello students, welcome to Annamalai IAS. In this session, we would be focusing on countries of the world, right? So this is second video that I am doing on this series, right? So our focus is on preliminary examination 2020. Let's get started with multiple choice questions. First question, the Great Canadian Shield is option A huge shield of enormous size believed to have been made by the warriors of an ancient race that inhabited Canada. That is option A. Option B, a vast rugged area of very old Precambrian rock surrounded by Great Hudson Bay in Canada. So that is option B. Option C, a protective mountain range flanking southern Canadian lands. So this is option C. Option D, an extraordinary thick jungle, the trees of which provide hardest kind of wood. So this is point number 4, right? So the Great Canadian Shield is vast rugged area of very old Precambrian rock surrounded that is surrounding the Great Hudson Bay in Canada. So that is the right answer with respect to this question, right? So you try to see that is this area, that is Great Canadian Shield in map. So let's move on to the next question. Again, this can be your potential question from world geography and with respect to physical understanding of Canada, right? Physical geography of Canada. So let's move on to the next question. The UAE has dash emirates. The largest and richest of them is, right? So the largest and richest of them is option A. It is having 6 emirates. Fujairah, so that is what the richest, that is given as option A. Option B, 7 emirates. Abu Dhabi is the richest. C, option C, 8 emirates and Dubai is richest. D, 4 emirates. Al Quwain is the richest, right? So the right answer with respect to this question is option B, that is 7 emirates and Abu Dhabi is richest. So let's move on to the next one. Next question. The lack of good quality land in Latin America is to some extent compensated for, right? So Latin America is having that is very shortage of good quality land, so that has been compensated by what sort of thing, what sort of resource it might be, right? So that has been the question, right? So the options are option A, very large coal reserve. No, it is not at all so. It is not having very large coal reserve. Option B, huge oil reserve, right? So oil is there, definitely oil is there, but it is not so huge to run the economy, right? So option B is also not correct. Option C, very large area of natural pasture, right? So this is one among the thing which is making this Latin America, it is compensating with respect to the bad topography of cultivable land, that is good quality land. So option C is very large area of natural pastures. Option D, industrialization. So the right answer is option C, that is compensating with respect to natural pastures, right? So option C is the right answer with respect to this question. Again, this can be your potential question for preliminary examination, right? So whenever we talk about this area, that is Latin America, you see a shortage with respect to, that is coal reserve, even with respect to oil reserve, as well as industrialization due to its topography and other aspects. Let's move on to the next question. Hot land of the world is meant to be described. Hot land of the world is meant to describe. So that is which area is known as hot land of the world? So option A, South America. Option B, equatorial region. Option C, USSR. Option D, West Asian countries, right? So USSR is known as heart of the world, heartland of the world. So again, this is very factual question that can be your potential question for preliminary examination from world geography. So let's move on to the next one. The largest nomadic countries, the largest of nomadic countries is option A, Norway. Option B, Finland. Option C, Sweden. Option D, Denmark, right? So the largest of the nomadic countries is, the right answer, again it is really factual question, the right answer is option C, Sweden, right? It is direct question. So let's move on to the next question. There is a country which has an exceptionally long coast border by Soviet Union, Sweden and Norway, being the fifth largest country in Europe and having the largest number of islands along its coastline. The country is, right? So these are the geographical features that have been given to identify that particular country, right? So let's go with the options. Option A, Sweden. Option B, Norway. Option C, Poland. And option D, Denmark, right? So the right answer is option B, Norway. So again, this can be your potential question for preliminary examination. This can test your geographical knowledge with respect to world level, right? So these questions are very hard to answer. Again, this can be a cut copy paste question. And I am here by once again informing you people, I am using the basic device, that is my mobile phone, Android phone, for making this video. Please cope up if there is any problem with respect to reading, right? So I have to read in the minimum space, right? So that has been the problem. So let's move on to the next question. One of the following phrases is used to describe Norway, right? So one of the following phrases is used to describe Norway. It is option A, the land of rising sun. Option B, the land of setting sun. Option C, the land of midnight sun. Option D, the land of that is blue moon, right? So the right answer is option C, that is land of midnight sun. So again, this can be a potential question with respect to geography, right? So let's move on to the next question. Bahrain is becoming famous as, right? So you people might have studied Bahrain, the place Bahrain, even with respect to history also, right? So Bahrain is famous for option A, world's leading sugar market, option B, world's major silver market, option C, West Asia's leading banking center being turned into international bullion market, option D, number one trading center for Asia, right? So the right answer is option C, that is West Asia's leading banking center being turned into an international bullion market. So that is the thing. So let's move again. This can be your potential question for preliminary examination, right? So I am picking those questions, all these questions in the pattern that has been asked in UPSC preliminary examination based on 2016 to 2019 preliminary examination paper, right? So please make use of this one, right? So which would help you people to raise your score to the maximum level. So let's move on to the next one. The cause of conflict between Syria and Israel is because of the cause of conflict between Syria and Israel. Option A, the occupation of Golan Heights by Israel. The occupation of Golan Heights by Israel. Option B, Israel attacked Lebanon. Option C, the Arab League's support to Syria to fight a war with Israel. Option D, none of these, right? So the basic cause of conflict between Israel and Syria is option A, that is occupation of Golan Heights by Israel. So option A is the right answer. Again, this can be your potential question for preliminary examination, right? So let's move on to the last question of the day. So that is, Egypt signed the Camp David Accord because, right? Egypt has signed Camp David Accord. It is due to what reason, right? Option A, vital interest of the people of Egypt had suffered a setback. Option B, Syria had supported a separate accord with Israel. Option C, Egyptian loss were heavy. Egyptian losses were heavy. Option D, none of the above, right? So the basic reason behind the signing of Camp David Accord by Egypt was option A, that is vital interest of the people of Egypt had suffered a setback due to it, right? So option A is the right answer with respect to this particular question, right? So with this we have covered 10 questions with respect to the countries of the world, where you people have come to know different things which are useful for your preparation. I believe it. If you do the same, if you do feel the same, please give me a thumbs up, which would promote me to make more such videos, pick more such questions which would be helpful for your preparation, and do subscribe my channel, right? And we are also planning to conduct a test series for UPSC aspirants. So please contact the given phone number, and you people can also write to us through mail, that is annamalayarias@gmail.com. Wish you all success. Thank you.